Morning and welcome to Coffee with Cross Halloween edition. Okay, today's going to be a little easy. We're going to fix that texture and do a little particle work. Let's see here. Where are my hands at? Let's change his shoe color. Oh yeah, Joshua Chu, let's get jittery. What's up, man? How's it going? How are you doing today, Josh? Let's see, scars, eye color, brows, I added that shit. Lower legs back. Feet. Inside the hands. Where's outside the hands? Hands. Well, self-imposed crunch is not so bad, man. Self-imposed crunch, not so bad. That's good stuff. You got your own stuff done. You have a strong sense of accomplishment, and you know, it's good stuff, man. Like, you just can't really complain about that, man. Feels good. Feels good. Now I want this one. Let's get the color. Oh. Why is there? Oh, okay. Feet bottom. Well, actually, let's leave it. Okay, which has got... Alright. Now I gotta find his hands. Where are his hands? Where are my hands, Josh? Oh, what is the creative channel? Let's look at that. Oh. You're right, Josh.
And doesn't get any value once again.
Let's go to our dashboard and check that out. Look at that. Creative. Okay. Add some hashtags to... Oh, wait. That's it. Episode 40. Halloween edition. And particles. Okay, we'll go with that. All right, I went to creative. First ever, switching over to creative. Fontaines, fontaines. Fontaines. We need to... Well, it's going to continue to work on shit, so it looks like this area here is actually the back of his head. I'm going to add that to his head color sort of zone, but I'm not sure. Let's look at this. Yep, it is for sure right there. Look at that, the back of his ear on one side. That's what this square is. Let's go look at the original OG down here at the bottom. so strange. Okay. I see this. This was like his 5 o'clock shadow that went on his face. His face! Goes on his face. Oh, and there's another, it looks like another hand over there. Is that what that is? Let's find his... Let's do that. I'm going to want this one. That's actually his ear, or back of his ears. Now let's try and find oh, nice, dude. Bob Ross marathon. Kinda can't go wrong, right? Kinda can't go wrong. So they got his neck this way. It looks like, oh, you know what? I bet you that was all high-necked whatnot before. I'm gonna have to see if I can squash that shit kind of easily. Go back to Photoshop. Let's get this, minimize this so it doesn't distract me. Okay. Where did I find my face? Donde está my face? There we go. Now let's see if I can find... that's going to take care of that. There's his feet. This is the spot where his ears are going to be. Let's try and go to his head color, and I will try and add these two sections without what I'd like to do is actually just add in these two sort of flaps here, but what I'm going to do, I think, is something like this. Oh, I think I need to go all the way out there. Close that up. Okay, we're going to this level and do yo, Ro. Oh, nice. And the hashtags worked, huh? Okay, that gives us a more interesting face there. I think I need to connect that back somehow. Which honestly I think is going to be this. I might be a little overly cautious here, but I want to make sure that keep everything separate in case I want to come back and find it, because it's going to start looking all the same. Alright. Close this one. Oh, actually, watch this craziness. Instead of exporting again, what I'm going to do is actually control all of this, edit, copy merged, go to Blind Samurai PNG, paste it, save it. Well, it's not going to let me do it. Hold on. Cancel this because it's got 2 layers and it wants to have a flat version. So what I'm going to do is do this. I'll do it this way once so you can see it. Merge layers, and then save it. Boom. This should update. Do 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 do. Oh, there's another thing to notice is you see our fish. That shader makes it draw on top of everything. So we have to be careful about what we get in front of the camera and the fish. What, Ro? No Halloween hat comment? Come on, man. Come on. Should be this one. Let's look at this. Where's our material? ¿Dónde está our material? Micromail. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got his feet. Got his neck. We didn't quite get his ears. And the tops of his hands. Why did we not get the tops of his hands? Where are the tops of his hands? Why nothing work? Okay, let's go back to this one. So we see his shoes, we see his gloves, this was his hair, this is the back of his head. I assume this was his hands, but this is the inside of his hands. Where is the outside of his hands? It will be good for my hentai show later, Ro. It will be good for that. You know, mostly I just care about his ears. Let's see if we can find his ears. Let's go to Photoshop. Let's turn on all the other layers. I am going to make a new layer at the very top, and we're going to go fishing. No, mother. All right, let's see if we can fish for a fish for his ear. I think it might be right there. I think that's going to show up on the front of his ear, the back of his neck. Do I make you nervous when I breathe on your neck? Let's see here. 1 minus this. Then let's get back to, let's make this an, oh yeah, get down here. that in. Save it. Edit. Copy, merge. Come back over here. We'll paste that. And I will do the shortcut for this, which is Command D. Save it. Let's see where those purple marks showed up. And while we're at this, I am going to see if I have a good water particle in my download manager. Doot, 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 doot. What does that have to do with the stuff that's in my... You bastards. You bastards. Bum 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 bum. Water effects pack. Yeah, that'll do. Let's just get something going, because I think what we really want is a splash, right? Here, let's see if splash gets us something. Let's see if there's something for free that we can just get going. Yeah, well, I already have a water effects pack. I guess I could take a splash from that. We can do Toon Water. Didn't I already get Toon Water? I'm gonna have to switch it back to Toon Water. Okay. Let's look. No, why do you guys do that shit? I want it to free float. Open up. Update. Well, that's not the same as that Toon Water. That Toon Water might be right on the money. Water flow here. Let's see what we get. Hold on. Let's re-import this. Hopefully it doesn't break us. I've got my special Halloween cup. It has a skull on it. That's what I'm talking about. Do 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 do. Nope, don't care about the skybox. Actually, let's use the skybox. Don't care about the demo. Not sure about scripts. Simple shader 2, Targa, material. Okay, let's import those. Come back to here. Hentai! Oh, hey, did you guys get the Battleborn alpha key? I have in my hot little hands an Xbox One Battleborn trial key, which I went to their website and got. So let me see if I can. Ro and Josh, I'll forward you that email. Hold on, let me see if I've got it right here. I've got it right here. Oh, also notice the Frankenstein action for Halloween. I'm all set, man. I am all good to go. What are you guys doing? Well, it's not out. It's like a whatchamacallit, closed test beta. So let me forward this to you guys. Ro, you need to get a roakana@gmail address if it's available. Polished yet flat? You mean flat in gameplay, or? Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Oh, yeah, dude. I didn't even know you had that domain. You need to squat on that and start using it. You know, you could just do an email pointer. Oh, look at that. I found his ears. I found his ears. Let's go fix that. So I think we do go back to this layer. Where's it back? Is it ears and sideburns, right? Got his sideburns. And actually, it's a floating lamp. Oh, okay, it's not a floating lamp. It's a camera clipping. Hand inside neck, back hairline, back and neck. Where's my ears? Okay, hide all other layers. Let's wand that. Don't sample all layers. Let's wand this and that. Actually, yeah. We got a new layer over here. We'll do this. Let's make these all the way at the top. Turn everything else on. Okay. What I'm gonna do is Control T. Let's flip horizontal. Move this one to on top of there because it's going to be about the same shape, I think. Okay, then let's grab this one and move it on top of there. Let's try that. And then let's move this down to, where did I find my ears? Honey, where are my ears? Actually, I am gonna do that. We are gonna call this the ears layer, and we will go turn off yeah, I don't know. I wasn't expecting much more than that. I expect it to be very polished, probably a little tame. Save that. Let's go back over here. That will check our ears and hands. Oh, back of my hands didn't show up. Okay, here's our marker layer. Let's do this. Brush. Let's try and find his hands now. Honey, where are my hands? So I think hands may be right there. And let's do save that. And that should give us, come on, start working over here. Okay. Save this Photoshop. Turn these markers off. What's next over there? Oh, I'd like to get rid of these buttons and do something a little bit more like sort of a GUI. So let's do, there we go, button line. Let's hide everything but this for now. Let's turn on his close layer. Let's do, go back to close. Actually, I'm going to leave those. Let's do a goes button line. Oh, it's not bad. Okay. Lasso tool. Control D. We're going to do something more like what the fuck? What the shit? Okay, let's do polygonal lasso. Okay, now we are going to fill this in with this color. Let's do this. All right. Why? There we go. Delete all that crap. Let's go back to here. Close line. Let's marquee this stuff. Let's get rid of these X's now that I have a line that's marked out. Wait, why the hell is it pinkish? Why are you pinkish? And why is my bucket? Oh, foreground, opacity, tolerance, yep. Yeah, is it me or does it look kind of pinkish? It does, right? Okay, let's do this. Bucket, grab that. Okay. Very strange. You know, I bet it was actually the contrast of the color being kind of bluish right next to him. AFK for 20. There's our button line. Let's leave it like that for now. Our belt goes over it, right? There we go. That should give us... Yeah, the X's turned out to be pinkish when I filled them for some reason. Yeah, it should be white now. Control A. Oh, look at that. I found one of his hands. But I didn't find the other hand. Which hand did I just turn purple? Photoshop one of these hands. Let's do a different color now. red. Let's go up to our markers. Marquee select, unselect, delete that one, and let's go for brush. There we go, Control D. Now we will get either a purple hand, oh wait, no. So maybe I actually colored in a spot somewhere that doesn't go anywhere. All right, hold on. Let's do Control. Is everything on? Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Okay, let that work in the background. Load it. Load it. Okay, it's importing. Let's come back to here. What else can we do to get ourselves closer? Actually, we're pretty close. We're going to end up with a neckline that goes to his belt. Although his belt does look like it cuts across his crotch a little bit. You know what? It's fine because we're not getting close to him, and I'll do a high-res model for him later. Okay, look, we found red is this one. Purple is nowhere. Let's go back to our marker, Control D. Let's grab hands. Do we have hands over here? Okay, neck, and I'm just going to call this hands now. Neck and hands. Let's grab that thing. So you edit, copy, merged at that point. Let's Control V that. There we go. Let's drop it here on our neck and hands place. Let's see. Let's come back to this. So I missed by a little bit. Yeah, this should do it. Okay, let's go to our neck and hands. I suspect it's right there. Okay, let's do... copy merged, go back over here, paste it. Paste it! Save that again. Let's get that working on this. We should see his hand change. Josh, this is kind of painstaking, but one of the things I want to make sure I do is instead of just blanking it all like flesh colored and keeping the clothes, I want to make sure that I can come back and change things if I want, right? Okay, let's go to this side. Let's find that hand that I just made. Let's Control T that. Oh, actually, Control D. Escape, Control D. Want it, Control T, right click, flip horizontal. Try that. Control A. Edit, copy merged. Paste it over here. Josh, do you understand what I'm doing when I'm switching files at the top here and then copying merged and then making sure it's flat and then saving it? Hat! Happy Halloween, right? Okay, we got about 15 minutes to try and get something done before the hour ends. So I'm gonna move from this texture whatnot. Let's see. Actually, let's save this. Is it not saving? Okay, that should kick off our import over here. We'll be able to see where that shows up. Give it a second. Okay, Josh, I'll walk through it with you real quick. So you remember we started out with a lot more brown today. See, I'm missing some of the back of his head. Okay, and you can still see some of the seams in the from the Photoshop file. That's intentional right now because I want to still be able to come back and have some control. If I want to put sideburns in, I want to know exactly where that is. Or if I want to put gloves on his hands or do something with them, I want to know where those are too. Okay, so this texture, the one that's on, he's called Micromail still, BS Mesh, Blind Samurai Mesh, right? The material here is referencing that texture, this texture, and I'm going to reveal it in Finder so you can see it. It's exactly the same folder as here. This file I have open in Photoshop, and if you look closely, there's two tabs here. This is the file that it's using for the material, right? And it is a PNG, and this PNG needs to be one layer only, or else it won't be, like I'd like to, you know, not, whatever, it needs to be flat, and by flat I mean it only has one layer. So what I'm doing is I have a Photoshop file over here, and it has multiple layers that I can turn on and off. I'm using to manipulate individual places on the on the texture map. Then what I'm doing is instead of exporting file, say for web and devices, instead of exporting, right, all I'm doing actually is these two files are the same size, right? I'm editing this map directly by see command all, which is select all, edit, copy merge. That means it takes all of these layers over here on the right, where I'm circling with my overly agitated mouse, right, over there. Takes all of those layers, merges them, and copies them, right? Then it will paste it into here. Okay, so let's do this, and I'll show you by example. Control all. So notice if you see the outside of, you can see the walking ants around the edge. Control all, edit. Now we're just going to copy. Now we go over here, and I'm going to paste it, right? And what you'll see is that I only pasted that layer, right? And if I do that in the right place, I can place it right there. But that's not what I actually wanted to do. What I want to do is replace the whole merged version of this with the whole merged version of this. So this is the PSD, this is the PNG, right? And I will do that with, I'll turn the markers on so you can see them. PSD, PNG, PSD, PNG. Photoshop file, what is it, portable network graphic, PNG. So now that I'm over here on this, Control A, edit, copy merged, go to the actual texture file that I'm using, paste it right on top. You'll notice that there's no difference, right? This one and this one look the same because it's the same thing that I had before. I'm not even going to bother. But if I wanted to make a change to one of these, yeah, I guess this is like one of my tips and tricks, right? Like there's no reason for me to continue to export what I'm just going to save out the PNG. Now notice, right, like let's turn on my markers, right? Control A, edit, copy merged, come over here, let's paste it. Notice when I hit save, right, and I'll even do it with the hotkey, it may not. Notice that when I hit save, it wants to automatically default to a PSD, and it calls up this window, right? So now, basically, I could save it back as a PNG, but I think I still have to get rid of the layers. And notice this says file will be saved as a copy, blah, blah, blah. You're going to have save issues, right? So instead of doing that, the reason that it's doing that is because there's 2 layers over here. So you select these 2 layers and you merge them. Now I can hit save and it'll just save over it. All right? Now that it saves over it, Unity will say, oh, the file has changed. I want to import it. And it'll do the action. So I don't know GIMP, Joshua Chu, but there is one thing you could do if it doesn't have copy merged. Before copy merged was a thing. Save this. What I used to do was flatten the image, right? So edit image. Where's flatten? I think it's over here. Flatten the image, right? And I'm gonna Control Z it. Flatten the image. Copy that. Let's see here. And then take the flat version to here, right? Okay, now let's get rid of our markers. I may end up making his ham one big block, but we'll see. And I think the ear has to be one big block as well. But I'm almost done with this since we're sort of running slow on time. Let's see, Control A, edit, copy merged, Control V, Control E, Control S, boom, 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 done. That's why I can save some time going in between. Seems fast, seems efficient. Yeah, but you have to make sure that you can back off of it, right? Like you should be able to undo it. Because the thing is, if you can't undo it, then you lose all your layers forever. Forever. Oh, damn. Oh. Coffee time. Let's get jittery. Oh. Let's get jittery. Okay, now, Josh, we're going to make you a Photoshop master one day, man. Don't worry about it. You'll be putting penises on foreheads in no time flat. Okay, that hand, I think I assumed that the hand is unwrapped a different way. Let's go back to this layer. Let's see, where's our hands? So making hands, no, it's this layer. All right, okay. Wand, select our hand. Control T, which is transform, right? If I want to make it bigger, I could. If I wanted to, actually, escape. If I wanted to rotate it, I could. Which one is that? Oh, there it is. All right. Rotate by snap. Hold down Shift once it's gone. So Control C, Z. Actually, hit Escape. It'll go back to normal. Control T. Right click. Flip vertical. We're going to flip horizontal again too. Okay. Now let's turn everything else back on. Okay, the reason I did that is I think it's unwrapped more this way than it is the other way, and which means that this hand is probably right there. Right there, Chief. Right there. Let's go back to layer 1. Move it up. All right. Let's go find our ears. I'm going to do a marquee select in between these two guys. Like this. Add this one. And we are going to fill. No. Control D. Okay, now let's kill our markers again. Actually, I am going to delete that. Let's leave our red marker there. Control D, Control All, edit, copy merged, go to our PNG, Control V, Control E. Sorry, I'm saying Control, but it's Command. I'm used to speaking Windows. All right, back at it. So let's let that import for a sec. We should get some nice colored hands. I am Hammer, I am. Okay, let's find our Blind Samurai. They seem to have done some nice, you know what, I'm going to shorten this to BS Mesh. Our shader, let's go find our shader. Are we at the top level for shader? No, it should be in my materials. Body particle system. I need to look into that. See what that action is. Oh, there we go. Tune basic. Let's see if we've got a. Let's do tune basic outline. Let's make the outline color black. I'll work that out later. Okay, now we have, there's our sonar echo. Let's focus in on that for a second. It's creating this cylinder, which is making collision with where the fish are, the fish markers, right? But that's not the most. Hey, where's my fish? Where the fish at? Where's he at? My fish disappear? Oh, he's running. That's what's going on. Shit. He's going so fast. Hey, 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 where you at, son? Got it. I started making my fish move. Hold on. Let's select our fish. Oh, let's get down here. Cancel. There's our fish. He's moving around. Point size 5. Blah blah blah. Okay. Tools. Use script editor. Let's go fiddle with this. Fish test. Okay, so somewhere in here I made a path. Get children by name, set bool, blah blah blah. iTween extensions. That's our path. Time for some reason is 4, so it might be 4 seconds to go down the whole path. Let's create a linked variable. Let's call this path speed for now. Let's make this value default to 10 seconds. Make this public. Let's save debug. Let it build. Okay, because the next thing I'm going to do is we are going back to here. Let's find our sonar echo while that's compiling. Come on, mother. Okay, there's our sonar echo. I am not so worried about this anymore. Let's find this echo cylinder. We will turn off the mesh renderer, right? We will not see it anymore, but what we are going to do is attach a particle system. Let's see if we can find one. Let's find a particle prefab. Do 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 do. Only head elf. No, no, no. Let's search by name. Splash? No, no splash. No splash. Water flow. Is there no? Tuning one material. Okay. Simple shader, demo scripts. No, no particles in there. Summon a beach. Let's go to. What I really want is like a splash particle. Let's see what's in my asset store. See if we can grab something. Animated effects. No, don't want that. Elementals. Let's try these elementals. I bet I can find something that's a little splashy. Don't want the demo. Oh, look at it. He saved his stuff off his desktop. Let's see, there's water. Upload. Where's our prefabs? There should be over. There's a water one in here. So I'm just going to bring them all in, and we'll delete what we don't need. Oh, it's going to be a fast day. All that jittery coffee. Feeling energized. Just a water splash, but I don't want to spend too much time on it right now. What I want to do is get the function of what the sonar echo is. Just all the component pieces, because the echo cylinder was just a stand-in, but I'd like to have the splash be a little bit more watery in the meantime as we go to it. Polishing this is going to be an interesting exercise in like hunting and finding things that don't belong, or aren't adding to the whole equation, that are just taking up space. But this sort of okay. Well, I've got this one already. I might as well get into it and use it. I should have just imported the splash one. Jesus. That would be in the butt, Bob. So Josh, at you, have you gotten downloads of your of Ghost Panic yet? Anything? Anything? Bueller. And what cool things for Halloween are you going to be doing? I mean, come on. Indeed. Nice. So wait, is it on Greenlight right now? Josh, at you? Do 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 do. Hey. Boo 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 boo. Get ready for it. Oh man. Oh, a little bump. Nice. GOG, man. Good old games. Gog, gog, gog. Okay, let's go back to our scene. Damn you. Go away. We don't need that right now. Let's go to what? It should be elementals. Prefabs mobile. Water. Let's put a, let's see what? There's a splash in here. Let's just take the splash and drop that on our Sonar Echo. No, I don't want the rain. I just want the splash. Yes, break it. And I want the ripple. Okay. Delete this rain. Where's my ripple? Where's my Sonar Echo? Okay. There we go. Ripple. Can I play it? Can I play it? Is it playing on awake? Play on awake. Ripple. Play on awake. Let's try that. Sonar Echo. Apply this. Save it. Hyro. Oh, it's tiny. It's tiny. So particles, you can't really just scale particles the way you can an object, right? So hold on, there's a particle scaling tool that I think I have. Well, I've got multiple particle bits and pieces too. Like Particle Playground will let you author all kinds of new particles, but I don't really need that right now. What I need is for this ripple. Let's go back to scene. To just be bigger. But I may not be able to scale that here because scaling happens in the particle. So if I just turn this up to like, let's say 10, it won't do it. But I mean, I'll show you that piece anyway. I'll apply that. Right. So what we need to do is actually find ourselves a particle scaler, which I know is in one of these. What are these bits and pieces? You know what? Here, it's actually going to be faster if I show you a little bit about particles. Let's go to the ripple, duration, start delay, start lifetime. Make this a little bit bigger so you can see it, and a little bit off from under my face. Emission. Let's go to the emission. Rate. Let's see. Start size is 1. Let's actually make the start size 1. Where's end size? See, velocity, color size over a lifetime. We're going to actually look at this graph now. It's going to 1.0. Time 1 second value is 10, right? Save that, apply that. We're going to grow it to 10 times the size. There's our splash. Well, there's our ripple, right? Bloop. Okay, actually, let's go find our fish. BS Koi. Let's change his path speed to. Actually, hold on. Let's hit play. I want to see how fast he's going. Yeah, okay. He's taking 10 seconds to go to all of the different points. So let's actually make this more like 30 seconds so I can catch up to him. Save it. Now we will have let's find him. Come on. Let's cheat. Come on, where are you at, son? Did I completely break? Oh, you should be right. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah, okay, it's not colliding. I'll have to fix that later. Yep, fish tag. Fish tag. Fish tag. Let's actually fix this splash again now. First, velocity, color over lifetime, emissions, render, speed, start size. He's got a random start size. Let's change this to 1 and 2. It's going to be between 1 and 2 things. No, let's actually make it bigger. 5 and 10. Okay, save, apply this, play. We should get some sort of splash out of this now. There's a splash and a ripple. Let's see. It's a little busy. It's a little bit busy. Pause it. Maximize on play. So you can see the splash is coming up off the water, but it's covering our ripple. Let's actually do this. Let's go to our ripple. Let's do. Let's see. Lifetime is 1 second a week. Size over lifetime renderer. Let's make this closer to 3 seconds. And it's doing a random between those two, so it's either 0.3 or 0.2. Let's make it more like between 1 and 3. And size. Let's look at this curve. Oh, there it is down here. Okay, let's make this 20. Let's edit this one. Let's actually do this kind of a curve. Do get it out here. Do more of this. There we go. Yep. Across. Let's make our lifetime. Make sure our lifetime is correct. That color, make it a little bit more like that. Save that. Apply it. Hit play. Let's see what we get. It is, and so the other thing that's happening is, yeah, they're additive on top of each other. It's not using a diff particle, But at least now I have a sonar piece that is making spawning particles, and it's actually running quite a bit faster. Let me see if I can, let's go back to our water particle. Three. I'm also adjusting, these were originally intended to work together, and they were raindrop splashes. So I think they were designed to look kind of the way they are. What I'm going to have to do is find more like a bloop splash, and I'll go grab that from somewhere else. But this will do for today. Let's get this going. Actually, I'm going to take the splash particle off because I think it's distracting. Let's delete this until I find a better splash particle. Apply this. Layer fish, fish tag, tools, use script editor. Let's make sure that I've got a proper collision check. On enable, delay, get children by name, get my collider, fish koi mesh, children found after the delay, set it to false. So it should be setting it active. Mesh. Right, and then that's up here. Trigger event. On trigger enter, game has at least one tag. Let's do this. I can't see past my own mouse bit. I did it this way. Alright, closes after, this opens it again, set active my mesh. Look at that. Okay, first child my mesh. Alright, let's look at our console, see what's not. I'm not getting any errors. Let's see. Let's rebuild this. I think this is working. I might jump in after this for a little bit. I've got work I have to do today, but I will be playing a little Density afterwards. What time are you thinking? Are you going to be around? We're not getting collision. Yeah, sounds good. In fact, I'm going to jump off here pretty soon because if I start debugging this right now, it might take another hour, and I need to get the Halloween going on. Searching children, name, fish koi mesh. Is it still called a fish koi mesh? turns into my mesh. Well, let's sell you some Ghost Panics and get you an Xbox, Josh. That would be rad. Oh. Yeah, you know what? I need to get into this later. Okay, I'm gonna call it quits here because I think I'm about to get sucked into the rabbit hole, and Halloween will get delayed. Okay, thanks for tuning in. See you next week on Coffee Across, episode 41 next week. We're pulling up on a year, and I will fix the fish, and we'll get them moving, not only on the path, but sort of in the right direction, although I'm not sure that matters since you can't see them actually swimming the whole time, so maybe we'll fake that. All right?